Hello Anura, hello J-Man, welcome. This music is indeed fire. The Subnautica title screen music is excellent. All of the Subnautica music is excellent, actually. Let's get started. Nightbot, why are you sending messages right away? You're supposed to send one every half an hour. It's been 2 minutes. Here we are. Last time I got my prawn suit. Hello Lily, welcome. I got another moon pool ready for when I eventually get a Cyclops. And I need to remind myself where the time capsule said the Cyclops hull fragments were. Hull and bridge fragments in the mushroom forest. So I need to go back to Morrowind in order to find the hull fragment that I'm missing in order to get the Cyclops. I believe that's what I'm missing. Yep, I'm missing one fragment of the hull blueprint. And it's actually slightly faster to come out of that door and swim over
aboard, Captain.
rather than running through. Right, how am I doing on supplies actually? I don't want to go rushing off into the mushroom forest with nothing like on me. I have water, I don't have food. I can freshen myself up with food. Freshen myself up, that's not the term I'm looking for. Restock my hunger is more the term I'm looking for. Really, I should probably build a scatter room in the mushroom forest, but I'm too lazy.
All systems online.
I'm going to scoot over there and hope that the hull fragment will be easy to see. And the other thing I have on the to-do list is to go back to the place where the scary fish was in the distance and potentially try and stasis gun and scan it. And hope that that works. I feel like I haven't explored any of this kelp forest either. There's probably tons of materials there which might be useful. Do not make me shock you, Stalker. Here we are in Morrowind. That's a fragment of something I've already got. I don't actually remember what the other hull fragments looked like. Is that it right away? That would be quite funny if that was immediately it. That is immediately it. Well, that was quick.
New blueprint acquired.
No, I don't want to open storage. I want to get in the fucking... Thank you. What does the Cyclops hull do? Well, it is the last of the 3 blueprints I need to make the Cyclops, which is a larger ship that will allow me to go to deeper places and hopefully not be destroyed as easily, and potentially take things with me, like my that prawn suit, possibly. That's my understanding of it, at least. I think I have most of the materials I need to make it, because I got a lot of them, although I did use some of them to make the prawn suit, so I might need to refresh some of them. But I should have at least like half of the materials. I would certainly hope the Cyclops is really good. It is the ship on the cover. If you only played Subnautica Below Zero, you never played the original, I recommend playing the original, it's really good. It is one of my favorite games that I've played. Right, let's see what it says I need for this. 3 plasteel ingots, 3 enameled glass, 1 lubricant, 1 advanced wiring kit, and 3 lead. Okay, I have some of that. I have the 3 lead. Let me... Where is that punching arm? I still have that pinned. The drill arm. Get rid of that and pin the Cyclops. There's 3 lead. I'll pull out the glass because I'm going to need that to make enameled glass. Lubricant is easy. I've got that already. I'm going to need copper. I've got 1 enameled glass. I've got an advanced wiring kit. I need 2 more stalker tooths to replace the enameled glass, and then it's plasteel ingots is what I have left that I need, I think. Yeah. Plasteel ingots are... titanium and 2 lithium. So I need 30 titanium and 6 lithium. I've got the 6 lithium, I just need the 30 titanium. And let's make the 2 enameled glass that I'm missing. There we go. I can put all of these necessary materials back in here. Let's pull out all the titanium I've got. Put the glass and the copper away. It turns out I don't actually need that. No titanium there. No titanium there. No titanium there. 3 titanium there. No titanium there. Now, am I carrying enough for 1 ingot? I'm not carrying enough for 1 ingot. I need 1 more. Classic. Right. Metal salvage scan, please. Definitely want to dump some of this stuff away. Why am I carrying a battery that I've not charged? What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to dump a whole load of this stuff in here. Come back for it later. Things like that and this. Yeah, all of that can go in there for now, just so I have more space to carry titanium. Can you stop with the map? It turns the map back on every time I re-battery this, and I don't appreciate it. I have enough for one more? I don't quite have enough for one more because I picked up salt because I'm stupid. Get rid of that. Right, that's 12. So I can make 2 of the 3 I need. And I have 1 left over, so I need 3 again. Two. 3. This is my first run ever. This is my first time playing this game, yes. Well, it's my first playthrough of the game. It's not my first session of this playthrough, obviously.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And so far, I am absolutely loving it. Now, 6 lithium. I don't have lithium in there. Where's my lithium? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My base almost looks better than yours. It's a small mess. I mean, my base might look nice, but it's not very organized. I would also classify my base as a mess. It's mostly the storage options. And it doesn't help that the one of the moon pools is over on that side and then the other 2 moon pools are over on the complete other side of the base. It definitely could be more organized. Can I give you a tour from outside and inside? In a minute, I would like to see about creating this Cyclops. But yes, I can do that shortly. I've got 3 moon pools, yes. I've got 1 for my sea moth. I've got 1 for my prawn suit. And I created 1 more for future vehicles. Now, is this what I'm looking for? Yes, this is. I want to move this to somewhere slightly more reasonable. Can you give me the prompts to pack that up? Thank you. Move this over here so that it doesn't drop right down on my base. Let's put you here. The fact that this is now nighttime is not especially helpful, but it's fine. Cyclops.
Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Know that you're trying your best not to spoil or anything. That's very much appreciated, thank you. Right, your lights are already on. That's unhelpful. Board Cyclops here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Lots of storage space here. That's for the prawn suit, I would assume. Ladder here. Is that no? This is not going to fit in the moon pool. 1500 health, 1200 energy, space for upgrades, 3 power cells on this side, fire extinguisher there. Cyclops upgrade fabricator there. Can open that. It is, I imagined it to be big, but it is even bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, so that's a health meter. Toggle internal lighting, toggle external floodlights on and off. Internal. Ooh. This is where I can change that. That gives me... I will customize it. Give me a second to, like, work out how to use everything and what's going on in here. Sonar, very nice. That's probably just for decoration, that stuff there. I need to think about what colors I want it to be. I'll get back to you on that. Oh, I have an idea, but it's gonna be awkward. Decoy launcher, that's interesting. What's the new thing? Decoy tube upgrade. Increases the capacity of the Cyclops decoy loading tube. Interesting. Shield generator, very nice. Increase engine efficiency. Very nice. What day is it for me in game? I have no idea. I have not been keeping track of that. Is there a way to see that? If I save game and then there's no option for load right there. Does it tell me what the maximum depth I have is? Oh, hello, 500 meters. Engine offline, yep. Health, sound, in my PDA. Okay, I'll check that in a moment. Rig for silent running. Activate external camera system. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I know where the PDA is. Or do I? Fourth thing is the photo manager. Day 81, it's the 5th thing. There you go, 81st day. My scanner room, hold on, I'm gonna zip out the Cyclops to turn the scanner off, because it is getting in the way. On my HUD. Yes, so turns out that moon pool was unnecessary, but it's fine. We may have use for it in future. What are you doing in here? What do you mean? This isn't water. You can't be in here. You're not invited. Dearie me. A lot of bioreactors? Yeah, I built the bioreactors because I didn't know how to build the thermal stuff yet. But I do have a thermal reactor online now, which is very helpful. Let's give a tour of this, why not? So the main entrance is this hatch, which my fabricator is here. Just my storage is not organized, so one of my lockers is here. This is also where my medical kit fabricator and my radio are. I've got my power cell charger, my battery charger here. I've got more storage and random stuff just dumped over here. How is it not flooded? Because it hasn't? Because I've put the hulls, extra hull on for more hull strength. This is the scanner room. I have 2 alien habitats. I have one down here where I'm actually growing aliens. And I have one up here where my good friends Gary and Reginald live. I also have an observation deck just for the vibes. This is my first moon pool where I keep my sea moth, which I've named Butterfly. The reason the base is not flooded is because I have quite a lot of these hull reinforcements, and they really up the hull strength a lot. Also, I don't get attacked here because I'm in a reasonably high place. This is where I've got my marble melons, my modification station, a window, and a little aquarium. This is my big room where I have 3 bioreactors, of which only 1 is currently running, so let me deal with that. I use Chinese potatoes as my primary fuel because they're pretty good for it. Why'd I build it half in the kelp biome? I built it on the edge of... I picked up too many of these. Yeah, I did. I wanted to build it on the edge of... I can never remember the names of these biomes, so I'm gonna have to come over here. I wanted to build it on the edge of this, because at the time I started this base, this was kind of like the new biome for me that I hadn't explored much of yet. But it's turned out that this is actually, and I didn't want to build it in the kelp because that makes it kind of hard to see what I'm doing a lot of the time. But it turns out this was actually a really good place to build it because I'm right next to the kelp, which is a useful resource. And although this took me like 4 streams to discover, I am right on the edge of the mushroom cave. So that's also really useful. Get loads of magnetite down there. Tip to see the name of the biome I'm in? That would be helpful. Yes. I didn't realize that was a thing you could actually easily see. How do I finish this? Press F1. Ah, okay. I'll probably honestly not use that because there's more debugging information on there that I don't particularly want to glance over. But good to know. Yes, I also have my filtration machine in here. This room I have not used up all of the space in. And I have my 2 moon pools over here. One of them's got my Steven, my prawn suit, and the other one currently unused. And there is another exit over here. Just information about your world, yeah, but I don't really want to use it at the moment. I'm not a fan of using debugging menus on a first playthrough. Like, it is accessible and it's not really, like, it's not a problem, but it isn't exactly something that was intended for you to use. You're welcome for the base tour. I also have these, but I don't eat them very much anymore. You can go in there. I want to put my stasis rifle on 5. That's what I want to do. Now, I need to go and... Well, this is where my materials are. So actually, I want to look at the materials needed for some of these upgrades. Now, I think I saw that there were 6 slots for me to put upgrades in. Depth module needs 1 more plasteel ingot and 3 rubies. I can do that. Shield could be useful, but that requires an advanced wiring kit. I don't know the ones for that. Efficiency module would definitely be useful. Remind myself how to make polyaniline and benzene. Polyaniline is gold and hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is deep shrooms and salt. Benzene is blood oil. Okay. Deep shrooms I have, that's fine. Salt I can certainly get. Gold hydrochloric acid, okay. So I need 2 polyaniline. Let's get the actual Cyclops itself off my HUD. Trying your best to make a stable food source. I've found marble melons are pretty good for that, if you have them. I need more metal salvage for my plasteel ingot. Deep shrooms for the hydrochloric acid. It's 3 and 1 salt, I think it was. Yep, that should be no problem. Oh yeah, one part that I kind of forgot about slightly is I have a whole load of farm out here. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Try to... I feel like these actually cause damage if you're too close to them when you strike them. Like, I definitely took damage from these at some point. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 6. Very nice. Hello, Brian. Finally able to catch some Subnautica since you're not working for several weeks? Nice. I have just created, for your information, a massive submarine, and I'm now gathering materials for upgrades for it. It turns out it was even bigger than I expected and does not fit in the docking bay that I prepared. You're only using solar panels, green energy. If you're near thermal, that's also green energy. Yeah, it's massive. In fact, all of the energy options are green energy. Bioenergy, thermal energy, and solar energy are all renewable. I'm not sure that Subnautica even provides a non-renewable source. Nukes are green in a way. I'm gonna need convincing on that one. I'm gonna need some serious convincing on that one. You thoroughly enjoyed this game? I am thoroughly enjoying this game. It is fantastic. Wait a minute, is that a Cyclops depth module? It's a Cyclops engine efficiency module, so I don't need to make the engine efficiency module because apparently I found one somewhere. I vaguely remember finding that. I don't remember where I found it. Oh yeah, uranium is green. Technically. Hello, Bart. Welcome. That should be 10. I need 2 lithium. That's the wrong box. One plasteel. So I need one polyaniline. I can't talk. So actually I picked more deep shrooms than was necessary, but that's fine. Soul deposit gold. Remind myself that this is the correct thing. Yeah, gold, hydrochloric acid, deep shroom salt, yes. Don't want to accidentally make the wrong thing. You can throw an endangered species of fish into a bioreactor and just delete a species. Yeah, I mean, you can do non-green things with anything. It doesn't make the energy source itself not green. Advanced wiring kit. I always need to remind myself how to make an advanced wiring kit. Yeah, anything can be environmentally destructive if it's in the hands of someone who really wants it to be. Wiring kit, gold, computer chip. Okay, computer chip. Fucking table coral. So many things want table coral. Okay, I have table coral lying around somewhere, I just don't remember where. Or do I? It's possible that I never picked more than I needed to. There's my silver, that's nice. Gold. No table coral in there. No table coral in there. Do I really only have one copper? Want to ask about something, but it could spoil a lot. Safer not to then. Oh yeah, I have a parasol right there. I'll take that. But no... How do I have an orange tablet? I found it... Where did I find the orange tablet again? Was that in the caves on the enforcement platform, or was it somewhere else? I don't remember exactly where I found that. There are a couple of places where I've found alien stuff. Because there's also the island above Officer Keene. Where? Limestone chunk there. I can make one of these right away. Oh no, I need to go into the... Have I used the sonar upgrade? If so, how did I like it? I have used the sonar upgrade. I liked it a lot. Essentially, I swap it and the like zapping upgrade. I swap them out as I need them, so I just put the other one in storage. You're going again, see ya? Okay, see ya, Dara. Nice having you here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All systems better be online. This is the wrong side. God damn it. Here we are. Why is the upgrade fabricator on the opposite side from where you slot in the upgrades? Who fucking designed this ship? Altera. I'm gonna sue Altera. I do indeed have a Cyclops. I knew it was gonna be big. Turns out it's even bigger than I expected. Right, let's get the depth module and the efficiency module in there. Engine efficiency 300, crush depth then 900 meters. That's big. That's how. Can I? This is an interesting question. The answer is probably no, but I want to check. Can I just like... I can put stuff in here. This would be silly. You can actually put one on the wall. That's not gonna work. That's surely not gonna work. That would be that's a perpetual motion machine. That cannot work. The Altera engineers are not happy. They don't want me to be either. Yeah, that tracks. Mobile base indeed. Hey, copper ingot right away. Ingot, copper ore, chunk.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Copper wire and wiring kit. The other thing I need is one more gold, and then I need computer chips. I need even more copper. I'm gonna scream. Oh, I need 2 more gold, in fact. And 2 table core. I'm gonna scream. Advanced wiring kits take so much resources. It's wild. I need to find me a copper chunk, just a big copper chunk, to mine with my prawn suit drill arm. So I haven't actually used that on any big chunks yet. I just got it at the end of last stream and then didn't bother testing it. Can I has copper, please? Thank you. I could try and use the drill arm on the big mean fish. I don't really want to jeopardize Steven's health by doing that. Steven is very important to me. I don't have extra batteries. Well, that's fine. Oh, I didn't grab the table coral. God damn it. Two table coral. One day I'm gonna need table coral and I'm gonna come over here and there's not gonna be any over here and I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. There we go. I can make the invincibility thing. Now the real question, well, 2 questions. How much power does it use? And how long does it last? Nobody answer either of them. I will find out myself. Now we got 6 power cells in here. That's a lot. Now I'm really taken with the idea of putting a power cell charger in here. I need another advanced wiring kit for that. But I need to find out if this just gives me a fucking perpetual motion machine. It would be so funny. 2 ruby. And then another advanced wiring kit. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. This would be ludicrous. So I need even more copper. The hunt for copper is honestly never over. Let's grab the table coral I'll need while I'm at it. There's 1 copper. Very nice. I thought there was one right here. Oh, it's probably underground. Oh no, it's there. Hiding in the grass. Bloody titanium. I need 4 copper. I need to stop picking up the titanium. My inventory will get full. Hello, stalkers. Copper. I think some of this stuff is underground. Oh no, it's here, right. The bloody poison people. Could you stop throwing the poison? I will kill you. I want that limestone. Did I pick up there? Oh, the copper. Question for anyone who wants to answer. What are some of your favorite games and why? I have a long list of favorite games. I'm gonna have to try and remember all of them. Top of the list for me personally is the original 2 Thief games. If you know them, Thief Gold and or Thief the Dark Project, and Thief 2 the Metal Age. Shit. Forgot about them. Let's get my propulsion cannon on 5. But those 2 are jointly my absolute favorites. There's another one. Right, tell me there's not a third. Doesn't seem to be. There's the last copper I need. As anyone who looks at my mushroom biome beacon might be able to tell, Morrowind is another of my favorite games. Celeste, Balatro, Minecraft. I have not played either Celeste or Balatro, but Minecraft is also up there. Where is my house? It's over there. Did you try to finish Sekiro? I mean, yes, I will be. This is the, I mean, this is a weekday, so this is the Sekiro stream. Sorry, the Subnautica stream, not the Sekiro stream. The Sekiro stream is weekends, and Subnautica streams are weekdays. I would say the whole From Software catalog goes in my my favorite game list as well, to be honest. And Hollow Knight. Cannot forget Hollow Knight. That is a hilarious description. It's like poker but roguelike, and it actually has nothing to do with poker. Very informative. Why do I have 3 copper wires? For some reason I thought I needed 2 for this and I don't, so I've got extra copper wires. That's fine. They can stay until I need them. That was a waste of time. I do, however, need silver. It's a good roguelike game that uses the aesthetics of poker, but not really any of the gameplay elements of poker. Interesting. I think the only roguelike game that I've personally played, as far as I can remember, would be... if anyone's played it, Streets of Rogue. Which is a weird game, but it's a very fun game. Favorite games probably Elden Ring, games that defined your childhood, Ocarina of Time, Gran Turismo 2, Mortal Kombat 3, 007 GoldenEye. I have not played any of those older games. The only Zelda game I've played is Twilight Princess. And honestly, I just like don't have very many consoles. Until very recently, the only console that was in our house was okay, that's too close to the heat, that's a problem. Was a Wii. There is now a PS4 in the house, but I have not yet used it. Hello, the Gamer Roy, welcome. I feel like there are some games that I'm forgetting from my list of favorites. I have trouble picking favorites, so my lists of favorite of something tend to be really big. Like really long lists. I'm sure there's something I've left out. There's the silver.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Trying to work out if I would put... You almost typed no shame in liking a lot of thongs. I mean, there's no shame in that either. I think I would put World of Goo in my favorites. Even though it's kind of weird because I don't play it very often, and like I was never very good at it. But just like as a nostalgia purpose, I feel like I need to put it in there. Right, why did I actually want the advanced wiring kit? Oh, and to drop 2 more ancient games that a lot of people might not know, the old The Hobbit game and Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Which is like the original, Jurassic World game was, like from like 2000 and something early. What the hell was I making? I'm lost. Oh, I remember. It was not for the Cyclops shield generator, I've got that already. It was to put... It was for partially for comedic purposes. I want to put a power cell charger in the Cyclops to see if that actually works. Because the Cyclops runs on power cells. I want to see if I can make a perpetual motion machine. And I kind of hope I can't, but it'd be really funny if I can. Where did I leave my goddamn rubies? I had 2 of them on me. I think. Maybe I didn't. Well, there are my batteries. I need those. Let's take some medkits as well. Am I really out of rubies? How am I out of rubies? Whose fault is this, and why is it not mine? Where the hell are rubies again?
All systems online.
I think they're in the Officer Keen biome. Or at least some are. I really need to establish more bases, like, in these other places. All the games you mentioned definitely show your age. I mean, not necessarily. The first 3 games that I mentioned, the first 2 Thief games and Morrowind, are all older than I am. So, liking an old game doesn't necessarily mean that you're old. Come on, cave, show me some rubies. That's lithium. Show me some goddamn rubies. I will not participate in this guessing game because I think I remember how old you are. Have I really scraped up all the rubies from this cave? That's such a me thing to do. There's one. A whole entire ruby. I need another one. There's another one. Let's go. You'll love to see it. Where is the way out? Where is the way out? Find it in a second. Here it is. Yeah, belated happy birthday, Brian. Oh, it's gone dark. I feel like I haven't explored the floor around here very much. Like, what the fuck is this? There's just a tumor. What? It doesn't even do anything, it's just scenery. I do enjoy how driving around in Subnautica entails just smashing into random fish constantly. Subnautica no hit run where you have to try and finish the game without crashing into a single fish in your Seamoth. Literally impossible. think I have all that I need now.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All systems better be online, or I'll be complaining. Right, if I stick this out here, is this just going to be silly? Physics dictates this should not work. But imagine if it did. I need another power cell for this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
How do I make a power cell? Silicon rubber, 2 batteries. Hey, well, guess what? I've got 2 batteries. And I've got silicon rubber. Perfect. I mean, not completely perfect, because now I don't have as many spare batteries as I used to. There's one. Now I've only got 1. How do I make a battery again? Copper titanium? Copper acid mushroom. Oh wait. Shit, I had a power cell in here. It's fine. I've got batteries in there anyway. Have a look at this coloration here. See how the pattern goes. Right, now if I replace that and then put this in here, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. What are we at over here? Okay. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic. We do not have a perpetual motion machine. Very sad. Where's the... We might still technically be able to make it, because that was a 1-to-1. No, I already have the efficiency module. But if I could get kyanite... Kyanite seems to be a really deep thing. Right, what do I need to bring with me? I need... Realistically, I kind of need like a little grow bed in here or something. Might be useful. How big are they? I mean, that doesn't actually get in the way if I put one there, to be honest. And then a locker would be really nice. Although I have tons of storage. Never mind, I have storage down below. I totally forgot about that. Where are they? They're down here. I have tons of storage. Sorry for geeking out about guitars randomly in chat. No worries. You're perfectly welcome to geek out about things in chat. Where is all of my stuff? Grub, it's 4 titanium, then it's titanium and quartz for a locker. Well, no, I don't need to make a locker. I need to remind myself I don't need to make a locker because I have tons of them. I'm sure I have quartz somewhere. Evidently I'm wrong, which is mildly upsetting. Another general question for anyone who wants to answer. You all seen Sinners? I have not seen that. Oh, all the quartz is over here apparently. I have heard of it though. The name rings a bell. Yeah, what genre is it? Very interesting historical film that takes you to the lives of enslaved people working on plantations in the American South. Interesting. I don't watch very many historical films, but I will certainly give it a look. And then halfway through it turns into a horror vampire story? Okay. Now you have me hooked. Say no more. Why did I grab that quartz? I literally acknowledged that I didn't need it. I'm strange sometimes. Come on, come on, give me the marble melon. Oh, oops. I lost some seeds. Tragic. Put 2 in there. 4 children has got to be a lot to deal with. I just put all of my titanium away. My brain is not working today. Send help. Did I pick up too much there? I did. Yes, yes, orange indeed. There we go. And now I have food with me. $100 health, 1190. Yeah, I really do need to make a few more bases. You are absolutely right, Bart. I also need to decide where I'm going to go with this Cyclops. Favorite horror films? The name's gone out of my head. Babadook, and the Japanese original Ring film.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Which I highly prefer over the American remake. Right, I'm going to get involved in danger here. Just for funsies. If the game would save. Okay, thank you. Just getting a little worried there for a moment. No, I want that on 4, I want that on 5. There we go. I am going to risk my life and my Seamoth's life.
All systems online.
Scanning big fish time indeed. I'm going to attempt to. Provided I can recall where its biome is. My plan is to use the stasis gun on it. Let's hope that works. You would say Nightmare on Elm Street, House of a Thousand Corpses, 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have not seen any of those, funnily enough. Weirdly enough, despite some of my favorite films being horror films, I don't actually watch very many horror films. I've always been reluctant with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff because my type of horror film tends to be like eerie psychological horror film over ones that have like violence and gore in them. Hello, Mantle. I don't really want to know where there's a lot of loot. prefer to discover that for myself. Am I on the edge of the biome here? I think I am. Yes, 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 yes. Here we are. Oh, don't tell me it's going night. Okay, no, no. It's just an environmental change. Right. I'm on the edge of the biome here. Where is bro? I don't want to go deep into the biome and get caught. Oh, it is going night. Oh, piss. This is a problem. Use the sonar. Yeah, good point. I should use the sonar. Hold on. Let me back out here. Take sonar. What else is in this storage right now? Right, give me that. I'll replace the storage with the sonar because I don't want to get rid of the lightning. I also hear big fish sounds. I want to keep the shield and the lightning. They may be quite important. Okay, that was an eclipse, not it going nighttime. I think I saw something move in the distance. I don't want to go deep into the biome because I don't want to get caught with one behind me is the issue. I just want to go in, scan that shit, and come back out. The infected shark is not welcome. There's one. I'm scared. I'm scared. I missed. No, I cannot, in fact. Good to know. Stasis I did not successfully scan it. Stasis rifle doesn't work. Good information to have. Good information to have. Good information to have. It should have worked? Well, it fucking didn't. Stasis works best on his head. I shot him in the face. Gonna be real with you, I shot him in the face. Do we have any others? We don't have any others around right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try again. Is he coming this way? Why did he go through the ground? You're not allowed to do that. That's cheating. Holy shit. Okay, it's going night and that's a problem. He's there. I don't like it going night. Walls are just an illusion to them. Okay, he's going further away, which is unhelpful because I really don't want to go into the biome. Okay, there's a reef back. That's fine. Reef backs aren't an issue. The issue is the issue of him being out of control. I want him to be sort of more cooperative. I am not near the, not especially near, if you mean the Officer Keen one, no, I'm not. If there's another one, then I don't think I know about it. Did I fire 2 by accident there? He's not close enough. I don't want to know if there are 2 of them. Please do not tell me things that I don't know about the game. Can you just stop sending messages about them? You don't have to fully charge the shot for it to work? Oh, interesting. Of this I was unaware. He's not even coming close anymore. Hello, frog. Welcome. Oh, the light's a problem. Why are you leaving? Why are you spinning? He's going in among the sharks and it's a real issue. Why doesn't he just come this way? Yeah, I know getting closer is a good idea for shooting him, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to get closer. Right. For that, too much health for that, too much health for that. I just wanted to try. Where's the sea moth? We leaving. We leaving. We leaving. Why were we killing him? I wanted to check. I like to check how much health they have. Everything so far, I have been able to kill in 4 hits or less. Thanks for the well done. Mildly terrifying. Yeah, I got the sense after like 10 hits that it probably had a large amount of HP. That's enough for me. So that's a Reaper Leviathan. That's a name I've heard. It's been mentioned before. I had a feeling that probably was the Reaper. I don't particularly want information about like killing them and stuff like that. Misinformation you're completely free to give me.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I won't complain about misinformation. Right, let's read this databank. It's crucial to note that the threat level is not technically quite at the top of the bar. So that's concerning. Reaper Leviathan. Leviathan class species are vast organisms at the top of their respective food chains. This species is a streamlined hunter with highly developed senses. I noticed that. Powerful mandibles. This Leviathan is capable of locking prey in place with 4 powerful mandibles and drawing it within reach of its jaws. Simulated pressure exceeds Seamoth crush resistance. Good to know. The deep roar emitted by the Reaper at regular intervals is effectively sonar. If you can hear it, the Reaper can see you. Brilliant. Profile. Scanned specimen measured 55 meters long. Observed circling its prey and attacking from behind. This creature is almost all muscle, very little brain. No sense of morality. Just muscle, synapses, and teeth. Motivational note. Congratulations on getting close enough to scan it and living to see the results. Assessment. Extreme threat. Avoid in all circumstances. Wunderbar. And I need a new battery for my stasis gun. Fortunately, I have spares. The true Chad Reaper, all muscle, no brain, indeed. Right, let's get these upgrades back to normal. Take the sonar out, put the storage module back in. Fall in the water, why not? It works. Sigma grindset Reaper mode, please no. Basically, it's a weirdly shaped shark. I mean, most sharks are less aggressive to humans than that. And actually, a lot of sharks are pretty intelligent. But, in a manner of speaking, yeah. Yeah, most sharks are also not that size, that's fair. In fact, no sharks are that size that we know of. It would be very strange if we suddenly discovered a new species of shark that size that we'd never noticed before. Yeah, absolutely. They would definitely snack on a human if we were that much smaller. Game has difficulty showing its true size. Once you see it next to something else, you realize how truly huge they are. What if I try to not see it just in general? What if I just avoid, like the PDA tells me to? I do have a Cyclops. I gained it this stream. I built it at the very beginning of this stream, Frog, so you didn't miss it last stream. People playing VR don't have this problem. I didn't think about playing this game VR. I don't have VR, unfortunately. But if there were a game I was gonna play VR, this would certainly be high on the list. I have not named the Cyclops yet. I know it's an important thing to do, and I want to get the name right, but my prawn suit is called Steven, if that helps. And Steven, in meaning the prawn suit, must be written all lowercase. You named your Cyclist Prawn Hub? Did I just say Cyclist instead of Cyclops? I think I did. I do need to think of a good name. Just call it Biclops because you have 2 eyes, but it doesn't have 2 eyes. I do need to do the coloration. Give me a second. I'm going to find the colors that I'm looking for. Again, this is going to be approximate because I can't put in hex codes, unfortunately. Your Seamoth is named Communism 3. Excellent name. You wonder what colors these are going to be? Well, funnily enough, Lily, they're going to be different colors from Steven. So if you were thinking that, they're not quite the same. Base, stripe 1, stripe 2. Whoa, I don't have 4 colors. That's irritating. Okay, I'm gonna make the base color this one. This is sort of in this region. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? There-ish. Can I go down to get... Oh, I cannot. What if I go up slightly? This game should let you input hex codes. That's close. One-Eyed Willy is an excellent name. You just walked into a wall paying attention to this. Probably a good idea to watch where you're going. Stripe 1 can be... Wait, which stripe is larger? Stripe 1 or stripe 2? Ah, fuck it. Stripe 1 can be black. Dedicated to the stream, yeah. I need a... That's close enough. That's almost perfect. And then name is white. These aren't in order here, but that's fine. Right, let's see how this looks outside. Oh shit. Sorry, Bart. I didn't realize that Nightbot was set up to do that. How do I undo that? I'm so sorry, Bart. Give me a second here to go into Nightbot. I had no idea that that was set up to like happen. Can I undo this in here? How does YouTube give me a way to undo a timeout? Oh, it's only 5 seconds. Okay, you're back. I'm so sorry about that. Do I have a way to give permission for links to be posted? I must do. Nightbot, please. Because it exists for spam protection. I assume it was a link. Oh my god, right, okay. I'm turning that off. Right. That has been disabled because Nightbot just timed you out for not having a space between your full stop and your next sentence. Massive L from Nightbot. That wasn't even a full URL. Possibly the biggest L that Nightbot has ever had. Why is this not Stripe 2? Which one's Stripe 2? Oh, Stripe 2's away over here? Where the fuck is Stripe 2? This is not the color I set for Stripe 2. Cyclops is pretty, thanks. It is, as Lily correctly realized, one of the other flags. But I have no idea where Stripe 2 is. Stripe 2 should be like a sort of moderately light grey. But it doesn't seem to be on here. Yeah. Huh. I do need to think of a name. I don't know what a good name is. I'm still thinking about that. The sea moth was a pun on sea moth because it's called butterfly, moth butterfly. Stephen just, I don't know, came to me in a vision from like on high, to be quite honest. I've made a huge mistake. I've made a huge mistake. I need to hack at all of these and then pick up this grow bed. Right, how are we doing? Okay. Right, I'm picking up this grow bed because I've done it again where I've built a grow bed against a wall. Dissident Molly viewers unite. She came for you without warning. What makes you think you're safe? I don't want to use Chinese potato for this frog because I like the water benefit that you get from the marble melons. Right, that's better. I can walk all around this. 1984 in Molly's chat. It's more likely than you think. I do find it interesting that I've got the decoy launcher. Do I know how to make a decoy? Oh, I do. Oh, I think I have a creature decoy. I have 3 modules on the Cyclops, yes. I've got depth module 1, I've got the engine efficiency module, and I've got the shield generator. Those all seemed like pretty important ones to have. I think you can just make decoys anywhere. If it's creature decoys, I'm pretty sure I have one. This empty moon pool is honestly just serving as a fast entrance to my base. My viewers are leading a revolt against me. I'm gonna lose my channel. Practically impossible to see without the sonar module? Well, you see, I would, but unfortunately I don't know how to make it. There's a slight problem in that one, Frog, in that I don't have the blueprint. Together we can stop this tyranny. No one is ever stopping my tyranny. I don't want to know the location for it, no. I will find it at some point. I can make it if I believe in the Christmas spirit. You know what? You're so right. This is my fault for literally being Ebenezer Scrooge. My chat's starting a revolution. Somebody help. I have not been out of bounds. I will do that in my own time. When I decide I want to, and also when I remember that it's a thing. Now I do have some degree of sonar here. But obviously it's not going to be easy to see. That's just going to tell me when creatures are approaching, I think. Yeah, that's what I assumed. It was more a thought to myself. Now, I need to think about what I want to bring with me. Yes, I did put the Seamoth one in the compartment because that's where I put it when I'm not using it. So the way I have my Seamoth set up is generally I want to have the storage module, I want to have all 4 of these upgrade modules in. The ones that I tend to swap out are the perimeter defense and the sonar. So whichever one I've swapped out at the moment, I will put in the storage module. I'm not sure if I have anything that's going to be particularly useful for me to bring with me. Yeah, no worries, I'm not going to lose it. Well, I mean, theoretically I might, but... Where am I trying to go? Honestly, no fucking idea. I just built a Cyclops because I wanted to.
Welcome aboard.
I will be docking Stephen in the butterfly soon enough. I might as well do it right now. Just completely miss the angle and slap into the side of the moon pool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right, Stephen, you and me, let's go. I love that this guy can just float. Splendid. Did I bump you at all, Stephen? No, I did not. Well, I probably can't even repair you while you're docked. I can't repair most things while they're docked. How are we doing on power? 186. Who's bumping into me? And can they stop it? Yeah, I don't want to leave with the Cyclops until the marble melons are fully grown. Once they're fully grown, the thirst and hunger bars last long enough for 4 more to fully grow again. So at that point I essentially have a permanent source of food in there. Power cell charger in the Cyclops is funny because you're using the power of the Cyclops charger. Yeah, I wanted to check if I could make a perpetual motion device, and I could not, which is a good thing. The game does respect physics, but I just wanted to check because that's the type of thing that could easily be overlooked in game design. Why is it always this bioreactor that runs out first? You can sleep in a bed to skip ahead some time. Wait, did some decorations actually have a use? I've never built any of the miscellaneous stuff because it feels like it just has no use other than to decorate. Like, why would I make Markiplier? I am not making the coffee machine. It's free water you don't have to craft. I've got the marble melons. I don't need it. You can feed Markiplier to a Reaper and gain its loyalty. I believe it. I will accept no corrections on that information. I did have rubies already there. God damn it. Ah! I swear I opened this locker and there were no rubies in here. Just like flying on the backs of dragons in Skyrim. To be fair, I don't think you fly on the backs of dragons in Skyrim by feeding Markiplier to them. I don't think that's how you do that. In fact, I know that's not how you do that, because I've played 500 hours of that game, because I'm sad. If it makes me feel better, you'll take the rubies as a tax, and it'll be like I never had them. You know what? I'm gonna say... Actually, I'm gonna say no on that one. I kind of want to keep them. But that's very Altera-minded of you. You've got 30 pages of homework? I don't think I've ever ended up with that much homework. Oh, I should make a fabricator in the Cyclops. You are so right. Thank you for reminding me of that. I always forget that that's a thing I need. Honestly, 30 pages of homework is ridiculous. That should not be acceptable. Like, hold on a second. I'm gonna check something very quickly. Let me just pause here. I'm gonna check something very quickly, because I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. I shouldn't have done this, because now I'm gonna load this whole program. Whoops. It's fine. But give me a second here. I just need to know this. This program is taking way longer to load than I thought it would. I'm very sorry. I thought this would be quicker. But it's not. Right, well, let me head into the Cyclops while that's loading. Okay, each page doesn't have much work on it. It kind of makes that more acceptable. If the pages don't have that much work, because that should be loaded now. Because if I go out here and it's still not loaded, why is it like this? These, however, are fully... What have I right-clicked on? Okay, we have an issue. Somewhere I've right-clicked on something, and it has taken my entire... It has taken up my entire... It's taken the focus of my mouse. Okay, it stopped. Right, I just wanted to check this. If I go here... No, you're not about to be banned again. But I have to check this. 30 pages is, yeah, almost exactly the same length as my dissertation. Oh, these are not actually fully grown, okay. And that took way longer to check than I wanted it to. I was just loading up a word processor. It turns out having tons of images in the same document in a word processor makes it very laggy. I think it might have been to do with the fact that I was streaming at the same time as loading it. The program is not going to do anything to you. You are safe, Bart. We don't kill chatters in this stream. Please. The fact that it says 100% growth, but the bar's not full, there we go. Plant more. We will remember you, Bart. It was nice knowing you. That's something a stream who kills chatters, a person who kills chatters in a stream would say. Yeah, it might be. You could be right there. Maybe we do kill chatters in this stream. I don't know. I'll decide later. Why am I putting vegetation in the same place as there? Let's put vegetation here. Let's actually be slightly organized. Can I not change the names of these storages? Well, that's unfortunate. We only kill the evil chatters. Follow rules and you won't be killed. It's simple. The problem with that is YouTube doesn't actually let you add chat rules, so... Storage looks like a lot, but you used it up and it's not that much when you load them up. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it will fill up quickly, but I just wish that I could put names on it. I think I actually have enough titanium and quartz to make a locker. Let's see. Glorious Emperor of Rome Molly looking down on all our subjects fighting in a Colosseum of chat. Listen, if I'm going to be part of an empire, it's not Rome. Give me a good empire. Come on. Give me something interesting. Egypt at the height of its power during the reign of Ramesses II. Something like that. Or Carthage at the height of its naval power. Or just the Mongolian Empire. I'm a canary, is that you bumping into my Cyclops again? It's certainly someone, but what are you doing in here? Bladderfish! How did you get in? I'm fully... You're dead. But, or not? There we go. I hope that doesn't count as me killing a chatter. Bladderfish is not friend. Bladderfish is bumping into the walls. Making noise. And I don't appreciate it. Am I going anywhere with the Cyclops? Good question. I kind of just made it because I wanted to make it. I don't really have Sandhorn. No, I feel like that was the shield. I just have the Soundhorn prompt permanently. There we go. Jesus Christ. All the fish out there be like, oh god, there's a new type of Leviathan. What is going on here? I am discovering how this works. As far as evil chatters go, the nice thing about not having hundreds of viewers is there's not always some asshole among them, yeah. The other nice thing about not having hundreds of viewers is that you get to interact with almost every message. Yeah, I didn't mean to use the shield frog. The visual bug confuddled me. What if something honked back?
Engine
That
powering
would be
up.
terrifying. This is my first playthrough. We do be cyclopsing it up. Oh, I have... Now, is that engine throttle or is that sound, is the real question. How do I... That's sound, okay. I right-clicked and it made a noise. Yeah, I gathered the engine power was next to a first blindfolded. You're also working your first playthrough, you haven't even found the parts of the Cyclops? I only found the last part this stream. Right-click is light, okay. How in the ever-loving fuck do I change the depth? How do I go down? C. Okay, how do I go up? Space to go up. Oh my god, that's horrible for a left-handed person. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. C and space, that's really bad for a left-handed person. Wait, can I change this? I can, okay. Right, what's good here? Hey, we have 2 left-handed people in chat. We are beating the average number of left-handed people in the world. Yeah, I need to change the bind. What's going to be good for this? Space is fine on its own. It's just space and C is abysmal. Like, space makes sense for up. That's going to be... Let's do Z, see how that is. That's much nicer. Definitely should be preparing your dinner, but you're having too much fun. Yeah, Subnautica does that. I'm kind of heading towards the back of the Aurora, which isn't really where I want to go, because I'm pretty sure there are Reapers there. Hello, friend. Hey, look, I'm like nearly your size now. Okay, bye. I don't think he wants to talk to me. I know I can use the camera for better visibility. But it's still not great. There's a shark. Who am I bumping into? I did make the reef back turnaround. I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to come up alongside him and see how he was. Okay, this one's a bit better. I like this camera. Screw is right at the back. Kill screw and conning tower. The sharks are really high up for some reason. Sharks are usually not at this elevation. Like, what are we doing over here, sharks? Oops. Right click for light is really weird because it doesn't seem to do anything. Can toggle the camera light, which is very dim. Oh, it actually goes a reasonable distance. It's not bad. I do actually kind of want to return and see if I can find the sonar before I go anywhere long distance with my Cyclops. For some reason I started turning back the other way. Like the slower way to turn back. I am almost as big as a reefback, yeah. I said that to the reefback and it made it turn away. Took a nap and woke up feeling about 5 times worse. If you take a really short nap or a really long nap, it tends to be not helpful. The ideal nap time is about half an hour. Get the sonar after you give 10 different Reapers a hug. I'll try it out. Sounds true. You took a nap for an hour? That's probably a bit longer than is a good idea to take a nap for, to be honest. But it can be difficult to regulate nap time, given when you're unconscious you can't decide to wake up. At least tomorrow is the last day of school? Hell yeah. Oh, can I breach the surface? I don't know why I wouldn't be able to, and I can. Let's power down the engine.
Powering down.
Exit this. Now, how much power did that little trip use? Reasonable amount. I think I want a lot of power cells on board. Not really in a power cell charger, to be honest. Let's remove that because that's kind of pointless. I didn't know you were a teacher, Bart. Where am I putting my electronics? You're an actor, but that doesn't make a lot of money on its own, so you teach theater and direct. That's awesome. I could use these 2 batteries to make more power cells.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain, indeed. What am I looking for? I was quiet for too long and my thoughts shut down once I was no longer vocalizing them. I want power cells, which I need batteries for, which I need copper and acid mushrooms for, which I mainly need copper for. Okay. Silicon rubber's creepvine seed clusters. Do these, God, they're so bright. Do these produce more seeds as they live, or do I need to cut them down and replant them? Can someone tell me? Can I cut them down and replant them? Oh hey, you're a software engineer, Brian. That's what my degree was in. I don't know why I'm looking here. I pinned the recipes. And for some reason I still have... What do I plant to grow the kelp? The creepvine seeds that they grow on them. But yeah, does anyone know if they like continue growing more, or if I need to like cut them back and replant them? It's 2 per battery. I want to take 2 more power cells with me, so 4 batteries, so 8. One, 2, 3, 4. One more and I'll have 1 spare. And I need 4 copper. Let's get the scanner room started for limestone. Where am I going? I'm going over here. Put the extra seed in there. Slight brag, but later today you're going to the cinema to watch something you starred in? That has got to be a bonkers experience. Huge congratulations to you. Where's my goddamn cave entrance? Yeah, sure, I'll pick up the titanium, why not? Copper. Copper. I'm not sure I understand your question about limestone, Frog. Hello, Suzanne, welcome. Good to see you again. No need to apologize for not being in other streams. No one's any obligation to turn up. This is all for entertainment purposes. There's a limestone. She, her pronouns for me, please, Sam Canary. Way limestone work is an item bucket. You have titanium and copper in the bucket. When you first break the limestone, it gives you either, but it's taken out of the bucket. Once there's only 1 item left in the bucket, it's guaranteed to give that one. I don't think it's exactly like, because each... I think it's just a random chance, because you can get the same one multiple times in a row. It's possible that there is a limit on how many you can get in a row, so it could be, but I think it's just a 50-50. There's my 4 copper ore. Get multiple ones in a row, because when you have only like copper, for example, it's guaranteed for that after the buck. Oh, it does work that way? Oh, interesting. Must be a pretty small bucket. Now I need 2 silicon rubber. But yeah, does anyone know if these need to be replanted or if these will grow back their seed clusters? Because I don't want to pick all of the seeds and then not have any left. Seed clusters grow back, thank you. Think that's all I need. Oh, I actually only needed 1. Well, I have extra silicon rubber. Hara, Reggie, and Gary, they are very happy. I will show them to you in a moment. 2 paracells. Yeah, the blood oil is plantable. I'll get on that eventually. Silicon rubber can go back in. Actually, yeah, silicon rubber can go back in there. I won't take that with me. Reginald and Gary are floating up here together. Very happy together. And down here I have these people. Now that octopus-like one, I don't think I've scanned. Cuttlefish. Yep, I never scanned that. Where do you get that alien fish tank? It's called a alien habitat, I believe. I can't remember where I picked up the blueprint for it, or where the goddamn materials for it are, in fact. There. Alien containment, it's called. 5 glass, 2 titanium. Can't remember where I same place I got the orange tablet. I can't remember where that was either, to be honest. You can take it out of containment, but if you do, you can't put it back in. Okay. Deep Grand Reef. I don't fucking know where that is. Just have to confiscate my blueprints? Well, I'm unlikely to need to make another one, so, you know, I could get by with just these 2. I wouldn't be too upset about that. I might be a little miffed. Cuttlefish. A small grey-coloured herbivore, the cuttlefish displays high levels of intelligence, curiosity, and attachment. Strangely, this species has not yet been encountered in the wild, and the scanned specimen had to be artificially hatched within an alien containment unit. In the absence of wild specimens, little can be known for certain about the cuttlefish's life cycle. It is possible that environmental conditions have changed, forcing the species to the edge of extinction and leaving its eggs in permanent stasis. It is also possible the cuttlefish has been genetically altered or even imported to 4546b from another world. We do know that the cuttlefish is a herbivore which displays highly social behaviour in its interspecies interactions, as was observed in earth dolphins before their extinction. They're extinct! I blame Altera! This creature seems to understand the concept of other minds, the prime indicator of true sentience, and attempts to communicate with a series of chirps and chirps. I mean, that's not unique to dolphins. Like a ridiculous number of species have shown understand the concept of other minds. Anyway, interaction. Evidence suggests the cuttlefish is capable of understanding and following simple commands, in addition to assessing the emotional state of individuals around it and responding in kind. Assessment. Emotional connection between living creatures is an essential component of psychological health. Oh yeah, I do remember that now, Azizan. I do remember that's where it was. Dolphins are no more evil bastards than humans are. Like all other sentient creatures, they have the same range of evil and good as any other group. Also, when it comes to ones in containment that do what we perceive as bad things, like, I would also misbehave if I was in containment constantly being observed by a different species that considered itself more intelligent than me. See now why I'm the streamer, you're the dissident viewer in chat. Now you're talking like I'm in the position of being the one that's like containing chat, and you're the dolphins being contained.
You are the best captain on the planet. I'm not even stupid.
Please do not constantly praise me. If I become a god, I will be very bad. I will be a very destructive and dangerous god. Where did I put my additional power cells? I kind of want them to be next to the power cells. I got the rare voice line. What? I didn't even notice. What did it say? I wasn't listening to it because I don't tend to listen to what they say. You're the best captain on the planet. I'm not even squidding. Okay, I'm gonna need to listen to that back once I finish this stream. I am the best captain on the planet. It is very true. The Cyclops is correct. Wait, hold on. If it ever says it again, it'll be lying because it is squidding. Where do I want to put this? Now I need to find myself the blueprint for The sonar. You ask a question, it might be a spoiler. If you're unsure if it would be a spoiler, I'd prefer no, because I don't want to get spoiled.
Welcome
'Cause
aboard, Captain.
I can't say whether it is a spoiler or not without potentially being spoiled, unfortunately. Now, where am I gonna go looking for this sonar blueprint? Real talk, thanks for being awesome and fun and cultivating such a fun community. Everyone in chat, thank you for being awesome as well. Thank you for that message, that really means a lot. I do my best to make this stream a welcoming place for everyone.
All systems online.
So I'm very happy to hear that that is how it comes across. Can I have... Now don't tell me where it is, but can I have a sort of depth range for where the sonar for the Cyclops will be? Like approximate depth of like 100 to 200 meters, for example, like range that it's in. And can you stop bumping into my ship? Hint, it's somewhere on the planet. You know, that's actually really helpful. Just any unexplored wrecks, no particular depth range. Okay. There is one place where I actually noticed there's a depth I haven't explored, so I will go... a wreck I haven't explored, so I'll go there first. It's a little close to where the Reapers are, but I think it is out of their range. It could also theoretically be in an explored wreck, because I might have not fully explored a wreck. There it is. I think this is a wreck I can go inside, and I don't think I have been inside it. Your phone is at 6%. Please charge your phone. I never let my phone get that low. We got any sharks around here sharking it up? I don't see any right now. 5, and we want the laser cutter on 1, I suppose. It'll last if you say so. Flashing lights warning. I should have said that earlier. The laser cutter does not do well for people with flashing lights. But to be fair, I think the game did actually say that. I think it says when you load the game, this contains flashing lights, so... fair enough. Should have eaten before I came out. Too late now. You catchable? Nope. Supply crate? Just some water. Laser cutter fragment, not really useful, but I'll scan it. Why the fuck not? Okay, that one is just openable. Hello. Where's my repair gun? Can I repair that? Nope. Battery charger fragments. I swear there's been like 6 different wrecks that I've been in that have had a million... Yeah, I know the knife will instantly cook the fish. I'm just not sure that's actually a type of fish that provides food. None of these are useful. Okay, that's not something I can hack open. You're gonna have to go very soon, but you'll be back. Okay. No worries.
Near blueprint.
This is all fragments for things that I've already found so far. What about vehicle bay fragment? Inventory's gonna be full very soon. Another laser cutter fragment. There it goes. They should add a mechanic where you call your home insurance company to see if you're allowed to drill into the wrecks. They should not add that mechanic. I don't want to deal with that mechanic. Metal salvage, nothing to scan. Seamoth fragment. This game needs more Altera bureaucracy. You know what? I don't think I agree with you. I think it has a reasonably large amount of Altera bureaucracy. I think we might be adequate on that. You motherfucker! Little bastard! Just nipped at me. It's unacceptable. I'm finding everything except anything useful. Got to fill in like 7 different forms of approval before going on a new expedition beyond your base, yeah. Right, well this wreck has proven not useful. There is more stuff over here. Now's the time you're going. Goodbye for now. Okay. See you later, Ozzy-san. What did that PDA give me? I never checked. Lightweight high capacity tank. Lighter build allows for enhanced maneuverability. Interesting. Interesting, but not especially useful. My inventory's full. There's a sand shark over there. Bioreactor fragment. Vending machine. Why not?
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, well, it might not be in this biome, but I want to discover exactly where it is myself, and that requires going to places where it isn't is. Where it isn't is? Perhaps I should also discover how to speak the English language. That might help. Vending machine and coffee machine give free food and water. Yeah. So I have heard. Oh, Jesus. Stalker out of nowhere. That trip gave me altogether too much titanium and no sonar. Next Subnautica update needs to be the capitalism expansion. Are you saying there isn't enough capitalism in Subnautica? The capitalist dystopia game? Like, the whole story is the problems with capitalism.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We need more? Okay. If you say so. Oops. I have more titanium, so I suppose that's helpful in the long run. But it wasn't what I was looking for. The same way the next Celeste update should have a mountain and the next Minecraft update should involve blocks. You know what? You're so right. Both of those things should be in the updates for those games. Titanium is a good snack. It's the sort of thing a stalker would say, to be honest. Well, that's all the self-scan ever tells me. I thought the self-scan would maybe, like, progress and start giving me more information on the infection, but it did not. What is in my blueprints now? Oh, it's the vending machine. I forgot I scanned that. I mean, they are very cheap. I think I have glass somewhere. I would definitely not describe lead as a top tier snack. A little too hard for your liking? I was gonna say a little too poisonous for my liking. Of all the minerals I would choose, lead is definitely low on the list.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Lead boosts your immune system, it's very good for you? Sure, yeah. Absolutely. 100%. I suppose I did ask for misinformation, so I can't really complain. Can I put that there? No. Alright, this will have to go in here. Come on. Coffee machine I need to put on something, I see. Or on the wall, okay. Well, that's fine, it can just be up, out of the way.
You look like you could use some coffee.
I don't like that the coffee machine speaks to me like something out of fucking Aperture Science. Not a fan of that at all. Makes me very reluctant to trust it. If I don't put a table under a coffee machine, I'm officially playing the game wrong. That's why I play these games, in order to play them wrong. Coffee smart devices that collects all your personal data. Imagine the list of like cookies that Altera wants you to accept. Just imagine. What am I doing right now? I need to go out in another direction to try and find more wrecks. I don't know where there are wrecks that I haven't explored.
All systems online.
All systems online. What I'm gonna do, it's mildly risky. I'm gonna go sort of past here. Phone at 4% now. Please charge your phone. As close to the ship as possible. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. No, 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 no. I'm sure it's fine. Nobody tell me anything about what I'm going to encounter, because I don't know. Well, I have an idea. But it's funny. Listen, I haven't died yet. It's got to happen at some point. We're staying very high up. Oh, there it is. Jesus. Immediate. 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 Can I hit with one of my things? Can I please hit? That was instant. I suppose it came from below. Right, you're coming this way? Nah, bruh, stop. Oh, fuck you. Disappointing. Bruh. Well, that's a shame. The Reaper Leviathans don't care for any of the laws of physics. I noticed that too. When the Seamoth explodes, its functionality slightly decreases. I would assume that would be a somewhat accurate description. I would assume that would be somewhat accurate. I was relying on it going for me before it went for the Seamoth, but that didn't happen. What that tells me is that I was incredibly lucky the last time I went behind the Aurora. Like, unbelievably lucky. Seamoths are tastier than people? I suppose if they digest metal? But that's... yeah. Because I've been behind the Aurora before, and I saw a glimpse of a Reaper in the distance. And I was there for like a full 5 minutes. And I did not get attacked. So either I was very lucky the first time, or I was very unlucky this time. That's a spadefish egg. Do I still have any unhatched? Oh, I do. I have a large one, which I think is probably a stalker egg. And nobody tell me if I'm right or wrong about that. Why am I carrying 3 batteries? Oh, I picked one up. You can go in there. Right, what's materials on the Seamoth? Titanium, power cell, glass, lead, lubricant. It's not too bad. Reapers have red on them, so they support the communist revolution. So if you bring communist propaganda behind the Aurora, you'll be safe. It sounds accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Honestly, Reapers having red on them kind of makes no sense. Predators don't tend to have red on them. Red exists to warn creatures away, which predators do not want to do.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What do you mean then, why are bees yellow and black? I don't understand. If your environment is sufficiently red, it can be good camouflage. That's true. Wasps? I mean, wasps are not yellow and black to scare their prey. They're yellow and black because they have predators. But also, I think wasps are generally omnivores. I could be wrong there. But again, warning signs do not exist to scare the prey because that is not helpful. So something at the top of its food chain, such as Reaper Leviathans are specifically stated to be, would generally not have evolved to have a warning color on them. Because there's nothing for them to warn away. I need more quartz, and I don't know where to find any. There is always a bigger fish. I'm sure there is, but like, it is stated to be at the top of the food chain, and also I do not want spoilers for that. Indeed. I'm walking backwards and forwards looking for glass and power cells. In fact, I have a power cell here. I might as well just use that one, why not? That's really annoying. Did I set that to scan for quartz? I did, yeah. There, it's starting to appear on my HUD. It's true, in a finite universe there does have to be a biggest fish. That is a fact. You did indeed hear universe. Where did I put my deployment station? Phone is at 2%. I'm gonna say the same thing every time. Go and charge your phone. Where the hell is my vehicle deployment station? There it is, right next to the Cyclops. Let's get you slightly further away. Oh, I can't get you slightly further away. Okay. Well, we're building the new sea moth here. Hey, Eclipse. Eclipses happen so often on this planet.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So far, what is my favorite biome? Not one with Reapers in it. One that doesn't have any Reapers in it. I have to do the coloration again. Just trying to make it all the same color, to be honest. Sure, that can be purple. I hate that the done button doesn't actually do anything. So 1% already? Why are you not charging it, please? You're making nice pasta dish right now. If it was possible to transmit food through the internet, you would give me and everyone in chat a big plate. Like a proud Italian grandma. I wouldn't say no to pasta. Pasta's good. If we don't hear from I'm a Canary 2 for a while, we will know why. Yeah, indeed. So can anyone tell me if there's any scrap left behind where the sea moth exploded, or if it's just completely gone? Completely gone, yeah. I imagine if people say it's completely gone, that means it doesn't drop those.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I don't know why I came up the long way. I don't know where the best place to go is. Trying to think of what biomes have wrecks in them that I might not have explored. I'm not going to the back of the Aurora again. It's evil I'm a Canary 2. What does evil I'm a Canary 2 do? Give factual information instead of misinformation? Are you allowed to say biome names? If it's the name of a biome I found, then yes. But that can be difficult to know. But also if you're telling me where something is when I haven't asked, then no. We're doomed, I tell you. Doomed. Biomes I know the names of. Right, you see, the problem with dunes is that there are reapers in dunes, and I just had a bad experience with a reaper. Yeah, no one told you to charge your phone in time. It's... yeah, that's on us. We should have told you. Yes, I've found dunes, I've found kelp forest, I've found grassy plateau. I've found... mushroom forest. I've found... the island with... the one of the floating islands. I found the island above Officer Keene. I found the place with the floating glowing balls. I don't know what they are. Why not go deeper? Because there are scary things deeper.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Everywhere I've gone so far where I've found a depth of like 300 and greater, there have been warpers. And warpers are a serious problem because they can teleport out of being in stasis. This is now a serious problem because I don't have any of the fucking upgrades for my Seamoth now. Warpers are not friends. Warpers are actually the most dangerous thing, in my opinion. Because you can't stasis them easily. Can't get you through Cyclopses, that doesn't mean they can't damage the Cyclops. Where's the stuff here? All reinforcement is lithium, titanium, diamond. You've got to go the whole way up with the bloody depth modules. They can't damage the Cyclops? That is strange. Storage module is the one that I've got, and that's copper wire and magnetite. This is polyaniline wiring kit. I have found the funny purple balls area. There are warpers in that area. So I haven't done much exploring. Do I have the materials to make any of these? I should be able to make the whole reinforcement. Warpers show where the good stuff is? Yeah, that's the problem. Did I find the political debate biome? It's where the Reapers have a debate with Warpers about communism versus capitalism. I haven't found that one yet. Why did I take all of the lithium? Actually, I think the political debate biome might just be chat at the moment. That is not where you make modifications. Can take that off the pin things now. Titanium and glass, polyaniline wiring kit. Your tip of advice: choose a direction and don't stop until you find something cool. I did that just a moment ago. It ended quite quickly. I will choose a different direction. The issue is I don't want to go anywhere with the Cyclops until I have the Cyclops sonar, but I don't know where that is. Polyaniline. Gold, hydrochloric acid, deep stream salt deposit. That's what polyaniline is. Yeah, I need to choose a direction other than the Aurora. That I have, I've downloaded that information. How do I not have any magnetite here? What the fuck? What am I doing? I'm walking all over the place. I'm getting lost in my own brain. Can you tell me where the Cyclops sonar is? I kind of don't want to be told, but it is going to take ages. Maybe you can tell me the direction the Cyclops sonar is in. I mean, I don't need to look for magnetite. I know where there's magnetite. There's magnetite very nearby. I was just surprised I didn't have any in storage. I'm running out of gold. I don't want to know the biome, just the direction. Unless it's a biome that's in multiple directions, then it becomes more complicated. Fucking silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I lost count. One short. The upper half of the map. That doesn't help me. Is that north, south, east, west? I need compass directions. I don't have a map. What's upper? The top of the Aurora. Okay. Aurora. Top northeast. Pasta sauce is coming together nicely. You'll love to hear it. I need glass, silver, magnetite. Let's do that one. You're like 5 to 6 pages done with your homework? Nice. Right, let's see if I can find some quartz myself while my scanner room tells me where the silver is. Well, that's a salt deposit. I would also say that olive oil is better than butter, but I'm kind of obligated to say that because I don't eat butter. Sandstone's over this way. Hello, Azizan, welcome back. What are actually the benefits of mounting a TV? For some reason, I've never really thought about it. Probably because I don't have a TV. I just have monitors on my computer. What did you miss? My seamoth got eaten by a Reaper Leviathan. So I need to make the seamoth and all of the upgrades again. Okay, the sandstone over here, because I can't go down there. I don't have the heat resistance at the moment. Which honestly, rapidly I feel like becomes a huge problem if you let that happen multiple times. Because you're gonna very quickly start running out of materials. Oh, those sandstone chunks underground. God damn it, they are. Literally every upper muscle just got so sore it wasn't this bad earlier. How long have you been sitting down? Have you like got up to stretch and walk about a bit? Because you should do that generally every like half an hour to an hour. And I'm pretty bad for that, so do as I say, not as I do. I do need to stretch more as well. Fuck. I mean, I'm not getting away from that. Because I couldn't back out and I didn't have my propulsion gun on hand. Showing the upper might be because you didn't. It's a good idea to stretch like after, if you've been working out, it's a good idea to stretch afterwards. I say as someone who also doesn't work out very much, but like just generally after strenuous activity, stretching is quite helpful. There's the silver I was looking for.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And result of your grades this year is an average of 9.4 out of 10. That is seriously impressive. You should be proud of yourself. Put that one in there. I have no idea what a 4.0 GPA is. That's American education system. Don't know why I did that when I could have just eaten marble melon. I didn't mean to pick that, goddammit. See what that module stuff takes. Oh, so much. You love this game, but still you're too scared to leave the safe shallows. I am experiencing similar emotions of fear. Right, I need to go and get Magnetite.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline. Power restored. All primary systems online.
fuck. Mic muted, thank you. The annoying thing there is I actually pressed the unmute button again, or at least I thought I did. So that wasn't even me forgetting to unmute, that was just me like pressing the wrong button, I suppose. Right, what did I say? I read out the stuff about the GPA, and I didn't really have a useful comment on it. I said, why do I attack anything I see with the stasis rifle? I attack hostile mobs with the stasis rifle because it's the best way to get them to leave you alone, because you can go away quickly. You can get away quickly before they come out of stasis. And I said that you love to hear it about the pasta update, that it tasted good. And then I said that you were making me want pasta with the amount you were talking about pasta. And I was already hungry. Now, do I want to spend materials making this better? I kind of have to if I want to go down in the Cyclops. I mean, I could just pop out myself, but that makes me feel exposed. Although, the Cyclops can only hold one thing, and currently that one thing is not the Butterfly Mark II, it's Steven. But if I'm going out in a direction where I'm looking for the Cyclops sonar, then I kind of do need this. Have I died in this game yet? Nope. In fact, the destruction of the butterfly this stream was the first time I've lost anything in this game. I tend to be very careful when playing survival games, particularly when the game, a lot of the materials are non-renewable. Metal salvage over here. Not even a death from drowning, no. And that is a good reminder to stay hydrated. I did have a drink, but I finished it. I do need to get another one. Plasteel enameled. Plasteel is 2 lithium, I think. We just have enough for that. No. Enameled is glass plus stalker tooth. Gotta go and get more quartz. Where's that quartz? I saw it, it was here. It's right there. If you had the choice to think of something that would be put in sub 2, you'd say for a HUD chip for better inventory capacity. I'm not sure I understand. You mean like a storage chip? I have a storage chip. Yeah, I mean, if you mean a storage chip. Oh, sorry. I was completely misunderstanding what you're saying. You meant Subnautica 2, the game. I thought you were talking about the second CMOF. And I was very confused. I was like, is a HUD chip a thing that I don't know about that I can put in there? Please excuse my complete idiocy. That's what happens when you've been playing a game for 3 hours and 15 minutes. And talking to people at the same time. No, yeah, I would absolutely... That would be top of my list of things for Subnautica 2 as well. Would be more inventory space. Where are my goddamn stalker teeth? I'm sure I have one. Somewhere. Perhaps over the rainbow. That's why you need to stretch. I do need to stretch. I also need to stretch my brain. Because, yeah, stretch those brain muscles. Same thoughts. Two more. I need to go back down to the magnetite place. Is brain a muscle? No, it's not. Technically speaking. Yes, it is an organ. Every, like, categorizable part of the body is considered to be an organ. Skin is an organ, bones are organs, I think. Are bones, well, bones aren't alive, so they might not be considered organs. Got to go in a bit. Thanks for all the fun today, chat. Molly, thanks for being here. It was great having you, Bart. But the brain is not considered an organ because it doesn't follow the categorization for... Sorry, not considered a muscle because it doesn't follow the categories for what a muscle is. Sorry for leaving a revolt against my rule. Sorry, leading, I meant to say. You know what? You are excused. I did kind of deserve it. Kicking yourself because you came up with the term Molly's martial law, which you should have used during the Rebellion Arc to the stream. Rebellion Arc, rather. That would have been a great term to use during that time. Molly cocktail? You mean Molly Tov cocktail? I was going to say something more about the brain, but I can't remember what it was. My brain's not working. God, I love the music in this game. It's so good. That puts crush depth at 500. Okay, I really want the Mark III. But I don't think I have the lithium for it right now. Mark III. Just realized you can't move your elbow to the side, only up and down. I mean, yeah. It's a joint. Joints only move in one axis. Yeah, your elbow can't move your forearm because that's not what it really controls. I'm not entirely sure what it is that moves the forearm. I have the perfect amount of lithium and ruby to make this, but I do need to get more metal salvage. It's the clown hormones, the gestrogen even. Okay, that one was fantastic. Hey, 10 pages is a lot, Frog. You're a third done. No, why would you say that about breathing manually? That's actually worse than starting a revolution against me. That's the worst thing you've ever done to me. Unbelievable. I'm gonna potentially do it right back to everyone, because the breathing manually thing doesn't actually cause me to breathe manually for very long, but what it does cause me to do is think of blinking manually, and that causes me to blink manually for ages, and now all of you who hadn't yet thought of blinking manually have to do it too, and you can blame Bart for that. Weirdly enough, the clothes touching your skin and the toes touching was never a problem for me. Lily, you can't keep getting away with this. Not Bart and Lily having the exact same thought at the exact same time. This is absolutely disgusting. This is singularly evil, and I keep drinking the water rather than eating the marble melons. This will be your rebellion. This will be your legacy, sorry. Rebellion and mental distress. There are worse legacies to have, to be fair. Fire song incoming? I mean, they're all fire. Crush depth now 900 meters. Anyway,
Systems online.
now the real question is, how long is this going to take? Because I need to go northeast. 3 hours 23, what time? That makes it nearly 6 o'clock. I didn't realize how large the name was on the Cyclops. In the homework it mentions scars. You remember you had scars from past surgeries. You looked and realized you have a decent amount of scars from them. I'm gonna go back here actually.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Funnily enough, I have almost no scars. But all of the scars I do have are on the same hand. Which, what's even funnier about that is that it's actually my non-dominant hand. So for some reason the hand that I keep hurting is not even the one that I tend to use. Yeah, you've been doing really well with your homework, Frog. A third of 30 pages in less than the full time of the stream. That's really good. You don't have any scars on your hands, just like everywhere else. You're a bit clumsy like that. Funnily enough, so let's do a little bit of story time. It's coming up on 6 o'clock, so the stream's actually going to end very soon because I don't want to start a long journey near to when I have to end the stream. But let's do a little bit of story time for my scars because some of them are kind of weird. There's 3 kind of major ones on my right hand. And they're all stupid how I got them. Should I go in order of stupidness? Let's go in order of stupidness, which is also chronological order. I have one on my wrist on my right hand, which is a very small, I think, burn scar. Should make the stream longer as a celebration of your school term ending. I would make the stream longer, but I'm very tired. But yeah, I think the one that's on my wrist is a burn mark. But I'm not sure because I don't actually remember getting it. Like, I noticed it one day, and I'm pretty sure that I probably got it from touching the grill with my wrist as I was getting something out of the grill. But I didn't feel it at the time. So, despite being completely painless, that event gave me my first scar. Now the second one's a little more stupid. I was cleaning my penknife and I just slipped with it and took some skin off my thumb, and there's a scar there now. And the third scar is by far the stupidest scar. That one was gained on stream. It's a little bit embarrassing. Promised Consort Radahn. You know, it's a good boss, but it's very difficult. And sometimes you get a little bit frustrated when you're doing a difficult boss. And the most amusing thing about this scar is that it wasn't even nearly the most frustrated that I had got at Elden Ring or even at that boss. But I just, like, not even particularly hard, thumped my mug down on my desk, and the handle just came off the mug. I'm pretty sure it was already cracked. Like, a really thin crack that you wouldn't really see, but weakened it. And that just sliced into my finger. And it was a pretty deep cut. So that's the most recent and stupidest of the 3 scars I have. Hello, Cratch. I'm not sure which biome the Grand Wreath is, so please don't say any more on that, because I don't want spoilers. Most of your scars are from falling off a mountain bike, you're pretty sure? Having scars on your knees means the impact didn't go to your head, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, knees is one of the best places to get scars because they are very much like a resilient, non-vital organ, like that area. Like your legs is probably the best place you can get one. Can you eat my sea moth? I'd rather you didn't. I did just finish building a new one. Like this upgrade particularly, sea moth depth module Mark III, that's expensive. I don't want to deal with having to make that again. I don't have the ingredients anymore. I would like to go a while before I have to make Butterfly Mark III. 90% of your scars are from surgeries. You think your biggest one is from your appendicitis surgery? That's a common one. Some people even have their appendix out when they haven't even had appendicitis, just precautionarily, but I think that's generally not recommended these days to do that. I think it's only recommended if you do actually get appendicitis. But yeah, that's probably one of the most common scars out there, to be honest. Anyway, that is 6 o'clock, so I think... Apropos surgeries, you know what's fucked up? They don't let you keep the stuff they remove. Honestly, I mean... I'm sorry, that's a hilarious image, Lily. Just having my balls in resin on my shelf. If that was offered, I would do that. Appendicitis is scary, you'd be dead. If it wasn't for your dad, you'd be dead. Yeah, I mean, appendicitis is a scary thing. But hey, that's... You know, modern medicine saves us, and recognizing symptoms saves us. But yeah, if I were to have something removed, honestly, I would want to preserve it and keep it. But anyway, as I was saying, that is 6 o'clock now, so I will finish the stream there, as I am getting a bit tired. So next time, the first order of business will be to go northeast in search of the Cyclops sonar. And then second order of business will be to actually go somewhere with the Cyclops, and hopefully not immediately die. This was Subnautica, but then I realized that I was ending soon, so I didn't want to start the journey, so I just went into Scars and Surgeries storytime mode. Sometimes you just gotta, like, stop playing the game that your stream says you're playing and just start talking instead. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. I hope you all had a fun time. I will, as is customary, I will drop the link in Discord for anyone here who's not on Discord and is of a mind to join it. We sometimes post memes there, and I ping there every time I'm starting a stream. So yeah, thanks for being here. Thank you, Ozzy-san. I'm glad to know you enjoyed it. And hopefully I will see you next time, and hopefully you have a good week. Adios.